There are investigations underway in the hostage case that played out yesterday. A freelance videographer has unknowingly filmed the real kidnapping that took place during that audition shoot in Powai. A freelance director and videographer, Rohan Aher, was hired to film auditions in Powai. He was informed that on the final day he would need to shoot a kidnapping scene. Rohan also ended up sharing videos from the auditions on his social media, which were filmed at that studio in Powai where the kidnapping took place. Fortunately, all the 18 people who were held hostage were rescued. Let me go across to my colleague Rucha, who will take us through more details about these videos that are now emerging. Rucha, this man was basically hired to shoot a real-life kidnapping. Tell us about the sequence of events.
Well, Rohan Aher, who happened to know the prime accused, Rohit Arya, from 2013, and both people have worked together for years. They recorded over 5 films together, and for Rohan Aher, Rohit was a known person, a trustworthy person who he hired for recording the auditions, as well as Rohit Arya told Rohan that on the last day of audition he has to shoot a sequence which will be about kidnapping scene, and this is the exact location, RA studio, Ra studio, where all the auditions took place. And for 5 days, Rohan, who also happens to be a director, was mentoring the kids, and he was asked by Rohit to teach the kids the facts about theatres, how acting takes place, and basically it was workshop for kids for acting. And on the last day he was asked to carry 5 liters of petrol, as well as he was asked to carry firecrackers. He was still unaware for why, for which reason these things are going to be used, but he had no suspicion because since 2013 he knew Rohit Arya personally. They worked for many films together, and he carried all the materials that Rohit Arya has asked. And while the shot was being taken, the kidnapping sequence started getting real. When the Rohan Aher started getting suspicious, he confronted Rohit and he asked him not to do what he is doing. By the time he realized that this is a real kidnapping scene, Rohit Arya had already put the liquid, the chemical flammable liquid on the ground, and he made the 4 kids sit on the mat where he threw the petrol, and he was carrying a lighter. As per the sources, Rohit Arya was carrying lighter, threatening to take life of these kids, and he started threatening everyone. If anyone comes in between, he will start fire, and he will burn the entire studio, which will also take the kids in the fire. And Rohit was doing all this. Meanwhile, Rohan acted smartly. He communicated with the police, and in the backside of this area where the bathroom is, from there he started communicating with the police. He guided the police from where to enter, from where they can safely enter and rescue everyone. During the rescue operation, he also sustained some injuries. He had to break glass to rescue one of the kidnapped woman who was 75-year-old. While rescuing her, he had to break glass, during which he also broke his arm and got his arm fractured. Currently, he is also under the investigation, and he is currently being investigated by crime branch as well as the Powai police. Currently, he is present in the studio, and the investigation on the second day also is going on, and the scene, the entire sequence of kidnapping is getting even more dramatic every hour. We are hearing that the director, Rohan Aher, was under impression that he is only recording a kidnapping sequence. Meanwhile, while he was recording, he realized the scene got real, and by the time he tried to stop Rohit Arya from doing this, the situation was out of the control, but he showed, he communicated with the police in the right time, and he helped rescue some of the kids as well as one of the senior women who was stuck inside.
So, Rucha, as we speak, is Rohit Arya, I beg your pardon, Rohan Aher, inside that particular studio where the police is trying to reconstruct the scene? Is that the sequence of events that's currently playing out? And was Rohan Aher among the first people to reach out to the police as well to tell them that there is a hostage situation underway? Who was responsible for alerting the police in the first place?
While there was shooting going on upstairs, some people who were standing here, some of them were parents of the kids who were present inside, they started getting suspicious because on 1 p.m. The kids were supposed to come out to have lunch break, but the kids did not come out, and people started seeing the kids banging the door, banging the glass of this particular structure. On the first floor, they could see the kids banging the grill and as well as the glass. By the time they realized, the parents immediately called the police. They suspected that such activity never took place. For the first time, they thought it is a part of the scene that is being created. It is only a training session that is going on and kids are only acting. But later, while it kept going on, the parents realized it is no longer acting. It is real kidnapping scene. Something is fishy there, and the parents made a call to the emergency services. They called the Mumbai police, and Powai police immediately reached. Meanwhile, Rohan Aher, who was present inside, helped the Mumbai police to get the exact entrance from where the police could safely enter and could disarm Rohit Arya, who was also carrying air gun and who also carried lighter flammable materials.
Okay.
He had asked for 5 liters of petrol, some of which he had threw on the platform, on the mats where he made the kids sit on him. He was carrying a lighter, threatening to set them on fire. And Rohan Aher, who helped the police with his help, the police could enter safely and could rescue all the 17 kids as well as the 3 adults that were present inside.
And Rucha, so if this man, Rohit Arya, who was the kidnapper and who of course was shot dead in the rescue operation that was mounted by the Mumbai police, when he issued that threat that even if you make a single wrong move, this entire place will be set on fire, he was clearly being serious then in that particular video when he was issuing that threat, was he not? Because if children were made to sit on a floor which was littered with an inflammable liquid, with him holding a lighter, clearly he meant to act on what he was threatening.
Well, definitely he was not in correct state of mind, and for years he was planning this particular incident, how to kidnap the kids, where to keep them. Because while speaking off record, Rohan Aher, who said that he was asked to be here and train the kids, and Rohit Arya was the one who chose this particular location. He was the one who did the Reiki, who chose the spot, who selected the kids, and he had asked for 100 kids to come to the audition. And on the last day of audition, for the final audition, he selected 17 of them, which was entirely fake. It was fake audition which he had planned, and for 2-3 years he was planning this incident. He was planning to kidnap the kids. He was definitely not in correct state of mind. It is also being said that he was dealing with some psychological issues because of the non-payment from the government for the scheme that he was working for. He was supposed to get 2 crores back as per the records, and after not getting that amount, he started getting frustrated, and then he planned the entire scene.
All right, Rucha, many thanks for that very comprehensive update that you've given us from Powai, right outside that studio where the hostage scenario unfolded yesterday, eventually resulting in the successful rescue of 18 people who'd been taken hostage by Rohit Arya, who was shot dead in that rescue operation. We'll take a short break right now. We'll come back with a lot more on the other side.